today, and we're talking about laminate flooring versus luxury vinyl flooring. That's a question I've been getting a lot lately from people about which product do you prefer, which one do you think is better. Often when people are getting ready to put their house on the market, that's one of the first things they look at. Do we need to replace our flooring? So we're gonna chat for a few minutes today. I'm gonna explain and prompt Serge to help us explain the difference between the two products. So we have this plank right here, which is a laminate product, but in this beautiful house that is being worked on, they are putting in a luxury vinyl product. And if I showed you a picture of my flooring and this flooring, they're actually really similar in color, so it helps. It's a good comparison. So we're gonna ask Serge some questions, but I will start with what I know about luxury vinyl and I'm learning. It's really popular. It's a newer product. When I tell people to go take a look at it, it's because I know that people are choosing it in their homes, not just because they're moving, but because they like it as a better product. And what I know about it is the main thing is that it's waterproof. So you could take this piece and dip it in a bucket and leave it for 2 weeks and come back and pull it out and it's exactly the same. So for people who have pools, this is a great option. After replacing my flooring for water damage, I considered it because I was worried about water. And ultimately, Serge and I worked together and we decided that the laminate was a better product for me. But I want Serge to share a little bit about why he recommends this product over this one in certain cases. So one thing that Serge was talking about is the fact that being a laminate product, it kind of molds to the surface that you attach it to. So what happens? How is this better in that way than that?
So like we talked before, with this luxury vinyl, they are making much better product now. So they're making good progress as far as making better quality product. And so with vinyl flooring, when you install it, let's say if you have a concrete slab, it feels more like it's harder surface just because it's not as thick as the laminate, and laminate is pretty much wood, pressed wood, that's what you're getting. And here is mix of rubber, plastic, so it kind of, it has that ability to bend, but it has to.
It hugs the surface that you're putting it to. So with a laminate product where it's really stiff and you get a lot of that tapping sound where you can hear hollow, you can hear the movement in the floor, you're not going to get that as much with a luxury vinyl.
And especially like you mentioned, people who have a pool, like at this house we have also people who have pets. So like they spill, they do their dog stuff. And
they go in heat.
And what happens is, if you miss it, then your laminate can buckle over a day or two. With this product, since it's waterproof, you don't have to worry about that as much, just because it's a 100% waterproof product.
Right.
And especially people who have staircase, like in this case, laminate product is good product, but for steps, they have their stair noses. That's the end part.
Like this.
Like that, but it'll be the laminate. With laminate, it's usually overlapped. So this is your product, and it overlaps just like that. So when you...
So you'd have like this, essentially, but this piece would be shallower.
Yeah.
So you have the bull nose, and then you have the floor step, and then you have a transition piece, much like in a doorway where you're going from one floor to another, and it sits like this and gets glued in.
And plus, dust can collect here, it's harder to clean.
Right, and this is just glued, and it's shorter, so it can fall apart. They're not as durable.
Yes.
Yeah, so if you look here, this isn't quite done yet, but you can see here, once this is glued in and there's just that little seam, how pretty and clean that's gonna look going up the stairwell.
That's because it has these locks. So when you lock two products together, you see just smooth transition and it just flat.
Yeah,
so
it's beautiful.
It don't have that overlap. Since it has a locks in here, it locks really well, plus the glue, and it's about almost 4.5 inches wide.
Right.
So it gives you the look like it's a look like a real wood. It's real hardwood or engineered floor, they usually come at 3 inch. So this is like 3 or 4
That's
inch.
a closer product to what you're
So yeah, once everything's done and installed, when you look at it, you will see just smooth, and you won't be able to tell the difference. Is it a real wood or luxury vinyl? Just because of the look and the hand scrape texture.
So one thing that Serge and I were talking about for a minute is, you know, these are two products. This is a laminate product. So I will say that when I chose this laminate product, we talked about water. So for people who are looking at laminate products for either price point or they just like the look of it, I will say that laminate products have gotten a lot better, and you can get really durable laminate products that have like wax coating. So this particular one has a wax coating, so they're more water resistant than they have been in the past. So if you don't have a pool, don't feel like you have to get this if you don't need it, because it's a good product. But the other thing that I felt that we've talked about, and again, as he shared, vinyl's come a long way. It's been around for a while, but in the last 2 years, it's getting used more and more. And if you look at these products, they're really similar. Like, this is a beautiful, natural-looking laminate. But I feel as a realtor, when I walk into homes sometimes, I can often tell the difference between a vinyl product and a laminate product and a hardwood product. But with laminate, they've come a long way in the time that this has been on the market. And sometimes, even when I get down and touch it, I don't know for sure. And I feel like for people who are going for a faux wood, that's great. But I will say, from the real estate side of things, a lot of people ask, should I put in hardwood? You're not getting as much bang for your buck on paying for a more expensive product anymore, because the economy products are getting really good. And I think that, like with this, you can see vinyl is coming a long way too. It looks beautiful in here. It looks super natural. There's no seams. So I think in terms of looks, you're going to have options across the board. So thanks for tuning in. Pick your right flooring and call Serge. He's fantastic.